They've got to be ready and be able to adjust. And then they've got to have a strong bench appearance again. You know, they had 42 points, 20 rebounds, 10 assists against Atlanta last night, and they've got to continue that.
That's a good way to get it started off. Time to eat for DA off of the lob from Chris Paul. Better than 18 points per game, nearly 12 rebounds per game. But you look at that 6, 7, 8 game stretch, and it's become pretty clear that the Suns on at least the first 3 possessions get DA touches early. Here's Satoransky, a rangy player. You can see Vucevic working down low and a quick baseline turnaround and make his path to the basket.
Chris Paul wide open.
Well, again, halfway down.
And Billy Donovan was very positive about his work ethic and him wanting to stay and want to win and be a part of this organization.
Yeah, and to Lauri Markkanen's credit, because when you look, he has started 193 of his 194. If you count tonight, 194 out of 195 games played. Yeah, it really was. And Satoransky stunned, but you could see the strong hands of Crowder was able to block over the top of the basketball and rip it away.
But then the great finish by Booker, though.
5th-year, 29-year-old veteran out of the Czech Republic. He started now the last 10 games as he feeds Young inside to the left hand. Vucevic there for the tip in. 5th-year, 29-year-old veteran out of the Czech Republic. He started now the last 10 games as he feeds Young inside to the left hand. Vucevic there for the tip in. Hook operating baseline. Bridges scoop past the DA. Wasn't ready for that one. You know, the days of the traditional fast break, you just don't see as many in today's game oftentimes because you'll see players commit those fouls. We saw that happen a few times last night with Trae Young with really active hands here in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, they've really collapsed on defense, and as you said, very active hands.
Swing it around, sets up Bridges for the corner three-point look. That one front iron. These are the 2 worst teams in terms of free throw attempts per game. As Young flies in, try to get the tip in, rolls off the back iron. Bulls playing without Zach LaVine, Kobe White, Garrett Temple, so certainly a significant loss in offensive productivity. The big key is they immediately go to Vucevic. Gets it inside the DA, nice spin. Has it stripped there from Vucevic. DA wanting the foul. Yeah, that should officially get changed. He, at the moment, has 3 blocks. It should get changed to 4, which would be a career high. Had their biggest lead a moment ago. Satoransky comes up short. Vucevic on the follow tip in. Bulls have been active on the glass all night long. Had their biggest lead a moment ago. Satoransky comes up short. Vucevic on the follow tip in. Bulls have been active on the glass all night long. Hand off to DA, unable to handle it. So Bulls coming back the other way. Suns in front by 14. Had their biggest lead a moment ago. Satoransky comes up short. Vucevic on the follow tip in. Hand off to DA, unable to handle it. So Bulls coming back the other way. Suns in front by 14. Had their biggest lead a moment ago. Satoransky comes up short. Vucevic on the follow tip in. Bulls have been active on the glass all night long. And Ayton unable to secure it. Bulls have out rebounded Phoenix 31-20. Off the steal from Devin Booker.
Yeah, I think Booker was a little surprised it came right to him.
Bridges, long arms, couldn't get that one to go down. And we talked about the Bulls are 29th in terms of free throw attempts per game. The Suns dead last at 18. Vucevic with a quick turn. Let's face it, it goes back to all of his film study on Kobe Bryant, but there's no wasted motion. I just had a little WWE Raw going on down there on the baseline. There, Torrey Craig, 12 points, 8 rebounds last night, but he talked the other day just about during the offseason, but it just didn't materialize. But as both he and Monty would say this week, he said, you know, things kind of work out for a reason, and glad I finally made it here. Yeah, 10 of his 32 have come here in the quarter. As Vucevic knocking down the first.
The other night, he had 21 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists against Golden State. So you know he's going to put up the points and get his team involved.
Good defense there by Craig. Up ahead, sprinting to the basket, but then blocked from behind by Tice as Torrey Craig goes tumbling across the baseline, and then down to Vucevic for the quick two.
And just has overtaken Walter Davis and Amari Stoudemire putting points up, but there's another guy putting points up now.
Valentine, you've got to honor his three-point range and shooting. Archie Diacono drops it off. Vucevic turns, tapped around on the loose ball. And that's one of the things, he was nearly automatic last year, finished number 2 in free throw shooting behind Wanamaker. But as EJ has said, it just, becomes kind of a mental thing. But as EJ has said, it just, becomes kind of a mental thing. On the Vucevic miss, Book on the drive, sent to the deck, but he'll go back to the line. Vucevic not happy with himself. Then he kicks the basket stanchion. But as EJ has said, it just, becomes kind of a mental thing. On the Vucevic miss, Book on the drive, sent to the deck, but he'll go back to the line. Vucevic not happy with himself. Then he kicks the basket stanchion. Suns by 7, under 6 to go here in the fourth. Here's Vucevic, got it going in that third quarter.
Oh, a nice defense by 8.
Throwing up he just threw it off of the 24-second shot clock. Here's Book, fading from the corner. Bridge is nearly able to pluck it away. Bridge is nearly able to pluck it away. Up ahead to Valentine. Vucevic, quick catch and release, spins and gets the roll. And you wonder if, with Chris Paul goes in with the right, if that's Chris Paul, and if the left-hand finish is Uncle Cliff from his character on his. Vucevic calls for it, gets it. Back it down on DA, left hand, Ayton able to smother that one. Great defense. 1 minute left to go here in the fourth. Vucevic backing down, draws the double team. Young inside left hand, gets the bounce. Young tied up. Finds the cutting Vucevic, drops it off to the rookie Williams.